Welcome to another video of the Azure Migrate and Migration series. In this episode, we'll share everything you need to know to migrate your MySQL workloads to Azure. If you have watched the previous videos in the series, you already know that a typical migration journey is divided into 3 stages: decide, plan, and execute. For a MySQL migration, you'll start by using Azure Migrate to first discover MySQL database instances in your environment, along with their attributes, and obtain a high-confidence migration plan with the instance's readiness to migrate to Azure, particularly Azure Database for MySQL, the fully managed database as a service or PaaS offering on Azure, along with the SKU recommendations and associated costs. With this, let's dive directly into the assessment demo for MySQL on-premises to Azure Database for MySQL Flexible Server. On Azure Portal, search for Azure Migrate and navigate to your project. On the left-hand TOC under Explore Inventory, spot the Databases blade that contains the inventory of all your discovered databases. Select MySQL and MariaDB on top to filter out the list with all the MySQL or MariaDB databases instances. To create an assessment, you will have to select a few database instances. You can use filters using specific column properties or by using tags. Let's go ahead and select a few instances and click on Create Assessment. I'll provide a friendly name to the assessment. I will call it MySQL Demo. Next, you can customize the assessment properties to suit your requirements. The target location determines the Azure region for assessment. It's important since the prices and availability of SKUs vary by region. You can also specify the environment type of source workload, dev test or prod, for example, such that appropriate pricing can be applied. Currency, savings options such as pay-as-you-go, 1- or 3-year reserved instance, or Azure Savings Plan, and assessment criteria to envision your TCO with maximum applicable savings, and identify the best, right-sized Azure targets. By clicking on Edit Defaults, you can specify some MySQL target-specific properties, like service tier. After specifying all the details, you can click on Review and Create Assessment. If all looks good, you can click on Create. The assessment is ready for review within a few minutes. Here in this assessment, you see that there were 8 servers assessed, hosting 8 MySQL instances. It was identified that 6 of them were ready and 2 of them are ready with some conditions for migration. The overview screen shows the details of breakup of monthly estimated resource cost, which is $451, out of which compute costs $310, storage costs $21, and security cost $119. Let's delve deeper here to look at instance-level recommendations. We see that 2 instances are marked ready to go on Azure Database for MySQL, and other 6 were recommended for Azure VM. Let us check the ones going to Azure DB for MySQL. Here, both the instances are end of life, and clicking on Details, you can visualize the distribution of instances according to the MySQL version. To have a deeper look at each instance, let me go one step inside. On the Summary tab, you will get the brief details about readiness, target configurations, recommended migration tool, and tags applied on this MySQL DB instance. You can review the readiness issues and warnings on the Readiness tabs and take corrective actions. Check for source instance properties that were used to identify the target configuration on the Source Properties tab. Here, you can check the compute performance data and other instance details. On the Target Recommendations tab, you get the complete details about the target configuration of Azure Database for MySQL, and for this MySQL database instance running on-prem. You can also visualize the monthly cost breakup across each resource type and review the recommendation reasoning to understand how the assessment results were calculated. Once discovery and assessment are completed, and you have built a high-confidence migration plan, you can leverage the Azure Database Migration Service for fast UI-based online and offline migrations of dataset sizes up to 1.5 terabytes from any source hosted anywhere.